What's up, BFM? This is Big Tone coming at you from Bigtoneproductions, Beats and Feasts. Hey guys, it's time for another cooking video. Today I'm going to venture just a little far to the Far East, which is food that's very dear to my heart. I lived in Asia for about 6.5 years, but this is something I love to cook, something I love to eat, of course, and it is Korean style short ribs, which is really just a Korean style barbecue rib, but it's cut a little differently, also known as flanken cut. But I'll explain that here in just a minute here, guys. But before we get started, go ahead and like the video, comment on the video, and by the way, thank you for subscribing. Everybody who has thus far, you have helped me reach one of my milestones, which was 200 subscribers. May not be a lot for a lot of YouTubers, but it was a lot for me. It was a lot of hard work. Really gives me incentive to keep going with this YouTube thing and trying to provide you guys with more content. So I really appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also turn on your notifications, that little bell, so you know when a video posts. By the way, that is every Friday. But guys, let's get started with Korean style short ribs, all right? All right, and this is a very simple, it looks like there's a lot of ingredients, but it's very simple. So what I've done here is I have my short ribs marinated. I'm touching this with the rag because this bag is a little sticky. But I have my short ribs marinating here in a bag, and I've been having them do that for, it's been almost a day and a half now. So they're gonna be very, very tender. The longer you marinate, the better it is gonna be, okay? But we'll get to that here in just a second. But my supporting gas inside of this marinade, I'm not gonna do it now because obviously I couldn't do it now and have it marinated in time, but I am gonna show you what's in it. So I'm gonna be using some honey, some sesame seed oil, that's important for that Asian flavor, hoisin sauce. If you guys aren't familiar with this, this is kind of like it is kind of like the Korean barbecue sauce. Some just regular soy sauce. You can use the low sodium if you wish. Some minced garlic. I'm using minced garlic opposed to fresh garlic. And then I'm using some ginger. It calls for just fresh ginger, but this is what I had, so this is what I'm using. So I'm also using some rice wine. I can't talk. This is very similar to like a mirin, but it's this is rice wine, and this is sambal. If you're not familiar with this, this is like a Korean. It's kind of like a chili garlic sauce. That's really what a lot of them is called. It's a chili garlic sauce. But I use a couple tablespoons of this, okay? The other thing that I used that I didn't bring down here, or I didn't have, is I used the last of my brown sugar, and I used brown sugar in there as well. So that is the marinade. I just put it in a gallon bag, Ziploc bag, put my meat in, put my marinade in, let it sit about every hour. I go ahead and flip them over so all the meat can be with the juices, but that's really it. That's really all there is to it. So the next step is basically putting them in the power pressure cooker. Again, I'm using my best friend here, my power pressure cooker. So we're gonna go ahead and add these. Very, very simple recipe. It comes out so good though. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig in here with my tongs. And we're just gonna simply put them in a pressure cooker. As you can see, they are well marinated. By the way, let me explain. I'm gonna have to get my hands a little dirty. All right, so if you can see this, this is what we call the flanken cut. It's cut across the bone. So if you can see those little bones across the bottom, they cut across the bone. So it's a different cut of short rib. But oh my God, these are so wonderful once they get done. But we're gonna put them in the pressure cooker here. Oh God, you hear it sizzling already? So we're gonna go ahead and put them in here. You don't have to be nice and dainty with it. Just go ahead and put them in there as long as you don't get marinade everywhere, like I did. I've got quite a bit here. So just throw them in. I'm gonna save the juice there because I wanna see how much it's gonna add. And then I have my second bag here. And let me button this up a little bit here. There we go. Then I'm gonna add my second bag of ribs here. Oh my God, you can smell the juices on this. You can just smell that marinade. It's just permeating through the ribs. All right, we're gonna add those there. Let's go grab another bunch. And that's it. All right, guys, so I am simply just going to pour the rest of this juice in here. I'm gonna pour this in here. And I'm gonna pour the other bag in it. That's actually gonna be my barbecue sauce once everything gets done. Oh, that's gonna be wonderful, guys. That's gonna be absolutely wonderful. So as you can see, everything is in there. Stir these up just a tad here. Just move them around. All right. How much easier can this be? That was so very simple. Let me clean up my little mess here just a little bit. All right, so I don't know how much easier that can be. I just simply marinate them overnight, put them in the pressure cooker. They're ready to cook. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so I wanna tell everybody who just got a pressure cooker for Christmas, okay? One of the tricks that I found out that works very well is that on this, you have this round plate in here, which is what gives it its seal. When you put this on, I try to pull this up a little bit so it's not sitting at the very base of this, or the top of it, I should say. And I flip it over so that has some room to play, and that gives it a better seal. So just a little trick I found out. So we're gonna put it on here. We're gonna line up the arrow and the line, as always. And these cook so fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it because I had it on sear mode. I'm gonna hit it one time, it's gonna give me 15 minutes. I'm gonna increment it to high and then back down to 15 minutes. And you're gonna start seeing it going around. And it's building pressure now. So now that it's building pressure, it usually only takes about 7 minutes for this to cook. Between 7 and 10 minutes, I'll probably come back at that point and check it out. I might even wait the full 15. It just depends on how tender I want them to get. I'm back. It's been about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see it real good. I took the ribs out. Look, they are absolutely fall off the bone. You see some of the bones in there, but they are absolutely fall off the bone. So what I'm gonna do next is this. I'm gonna use the broth that was in here that we cooked it in. It was the marinade. And I'm gonna make up a little slurry. A slurry, if you do not know, is nothing more than equal parts water and a few tablespoons of cornstarch. So I got my cornstarch here. And I've started the pressure cooker on a simmer or a boil here. So all I'm gonna do is add 2 heaping tablespoons of cornstarch to this water. And I'm gonna stir it up from here. Slowly so I don't get it all over the place. Make sure that you do this in cold water. If you do this directly to the solution that's in the pan that's hot, it's just gonna clump up on you. So I'm doing this in cold water here. And then this is gonna be used just to thicken the sauce up here. So I got it to a boil. And we're gonna stir and whisk at the same time here. And we're gonna let that boil. It should thicken up a little bit more as it boils here, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and thicken this up to the point that I like it. I'll show you when I come back, and I'll show you a finished product, guys, okay? All right, BFM, so I'm back with the finished product, guys. Another perfection on the plate, guys. I mean, these are fall off the bone tender. Here, I'm gonna even taste this. Look at this, look how tender they are. And I'm with a spoon. I mean, it's literally fall off the bone tender with a spoon. Oops, let me cut that a little bit better. I don't even know what to say, guys. That's absolutely incredible. Super tender, fall off the bone. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And be on the lookout for basement bars. Hey guys, perfection on the plate. Make sure you turn on your notifications. I'll see you guys next week on Friday, remember. This is Big Tone signing off. Peace.